think I misspoke. You can't judge a book by its cover. It's not don't judge a book by its cover, because we all do judge a book by its cover. Um, you cannot judge a book simply by its cover. Here's a big book. It's a hardcover with a dust jacket. This is a lady in the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land. This is Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. See her lace when a certain decision comes down in the courts. She has one that it's called her dissent. That's when she disagrees with everybody else on the court. She'll have a dissent collar. She's quite the character. She's very tiny, Jewish woman. Very interesting lady. Here's a book. There's no picture. You don't see the face of the writer, the author. The name, some of you will know the name, Joan Didion. She is a prolific writer. Prolific means many. She has many books. She's a very interesting style of writing that I like. I appreciate her. Here's one. It's called Slouching Toward Bethlehem. Slouching Towards Bethlehem. Joan Didion is the author of many works of fiction and nonfiction, including The Year of Magical Thinking, for which she received the National Book Award. She lives in New York City. The Year of Magical Thinking has to do with death, grief, her own personal experience when death came into her life, and she knew it up close and personal. Death crawled in her bed, and she grieved. The first book was Blue Nights, on this subject. Here's her adopted daughter, Quintana, who died before Joan did, and of course she was devastated. The book, The Year of Magical Thinking, this was when her husband, her spouse, died. Now, her husband died first of a very sudden cardiac arrest in her home. She saw it. He was at the table. She was in the kitchen. They were talking. The man had a heart attack. Paramedics came. The man died. Her husband died. She talks about his shoes in the closet. It's an up-close look at grief, when grief comes in your door. Here's a book. Again, it's a hardcover with a dust jacket. You notice it's like the first book. They put the picture, like they're showing their face. I noticed in YouTube videos, people show their face or don't show their face. I like being behind my tablet, filming my dogs. The name of this book is Becoming. It's not about being a Republican or being a Democrat. It's not about red or blue. It's about being a woman in the United States of America. It's about going to college, graduating college, her parents, Chicago, Illinois, which is, I'm from the Midwest. I live in the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, we're all kind of in a row there. Midwest sensibilities. It's about falling in love. It's about being a mother and having children. It's about establishing boundaries. It's it's becoming, you know. If you don't know much about her, Michelle, you learn about Michelle. You're not learning about politics. Now here's a book that I didn't read. It has a cover and a dust jacket, and it says Enemy Women, a novel. You know, the picture, kind of, a tree in the background. So when I looked at this book, you know, and then it says, read this, you know, hey, read this. I found this book in the thrift store. It was 10 cents. The thrift store books